Hello, everybody. It is so great to be here on this rainy day. We are at our official ribbon cutting ceremony for the Chargers of Cohasset. And look, I think we have some of our electric vehicles coming in right now. Clayton, do you want to see who we have? We have our town manager, Chris Sr. We have our member of the select board, Paul Schubert. We have his wife, Cindy Mathiasen. We have Debbie Cook in the red car, who's on the Alternative Energy Committee with me. And we have another member of our select board, Corey Evans. And so who is the brave soul backing in right now to charge? Hold on, I'm taking the microphone to them. Oh, I need my mask. Hold on, Paul. Dr. Schubert?
Yes.
How are you? Welcome to our ribbon cutting ceremony.
Well, thank you for the invite.
It's so great to be here. So can you tell us a little bit about why you went electric, and are you thrilled that we've got these charger stations in Cohasset?
So the first thing is the charging stations are unbelievable. This is a new technology that is really going to change how transportation is done. These are incredibly efficient. My car, it's a Model S Tesla, and we've done numerous road trips on it. The technology is such that these charging stations allow you to go anywhere in America on long road trips, short road trips, or a simple trip just to have dinner like we did last night at the Red Lion. And these will allow for worry that you don't have enough electricity. You can have them charged. It charges quickly. These are level 2 charging stations that allow for a quick charge, very fast compared to what you would see in just a simple charging at home. These will allow for the technology of whether it's a taxi cab, a personal car, or even now school buses and transportation that is allowed for cleaner, more efficient use of fuel, of greenhouse gas emission reduction, and safety, because they are incredibly safe cars. So let me show you how it's easily recharged. So I just pulled in the ports on one portion of the car. Each car has their own port location, and it's a matter of location. So let me open up the back. I'm going to talk to it, and then you basically have an adapter. Goes like that. You simply take your fob, plug it in, and it starts charging. So this can be done using technology such like the fob technology, and it will automatically charge your credit card if it's a pay station, which most of them will be pay station. The cost is unbelievably low. So if you have a standard ICE, which is internal combustion engine vehicle, it would be probably 20 to 25 cents per mile. Since I've had my car about 5 years, it's about 3.8 cents per mile in charging. Now, the maintenance also is extremely low. So the efficiency of an electric vehicle really is amazing from a technology and from a physics point of view. They will run efficiently for hundreds of miles with an electric motor. So I love it. And we've had road trips, and we put an entire dorm room in this car, took it out to college, unloaded it, and came home, and everything was set in the dorm room. So the size and the space and the carrying capacity and the ease of driving is just wonderful. So I love it. Love EV, love the effect on the environment.
Paul, thank you so much. Dr. Schubert, thank you for showing us how to do this. What we're going to now do is go back to the podium, and Brianna is going to pull up where we have the maps of our 18 ports in Cohasset. So we have 5 locations, 18 ports that you can charge with right now. And she's going to show you the map. And then we're going to hear from some of our partners who made this happen. the Department of Energy Resources and National Grid before we go to our speaking program and then cut the ribbons. So Brianna, take it away.
Thank you. So here you will see a map. I'm screen sharing to all of you. This has the 5 different charging locations we have here in Cohasset. So right now this ribbon cutting ceremony is taking place at the Recreation Center, which is behind the library. There are 2 stations at the Recreation Center, 2 at the library. There's 1 at the Cohasset Town Hall, 1 at the town parking lot, 2 at the town parking lot, and 2 at the Cohasset High School. Now at each station there's 2 ports. So if you have 2 stations, you have 4 ports. There's a total of 18 ports in the town where people can charge their electric vehicles. Right now that is for free, so people can come try out the charging stations, and it might ask you for a credit card, but it doesn't charge you any money. And so it's just a free, accessible way for you to charge your vehicles, and they're located throughout the town. So if you'll see on this map, they're kind of nicely dispersed. And today, after this ceremony, we're going to be taking a trip to all of them, and then those photos will be uploaded online so you can kind of see what they look like. Thank you. And now back to our program. I have a couple of guest speakers for you all. We're going to hear from Patrick Woodcock, the Department of Energy Resources Commissioner, who has a few words to share about our charging ceremony.
This is Patrick Woodcock with the Department of Energy Resources. I wanted to extend my appreciation and our department's thanks for Cohasset really being a leader in moving forward as a green community, and today moving forward with the installation of EV chargers at the public library. It really comes at a critical time as Massachusetts has established one of the most ambitious climate change goals in the country, and the U.S. federal government establishing their commitment to 2030 with a 50% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. All of our analysis shows that transportation needs to see a transformation, and these EV chargers will be part of that future. Thank you again for moving forward with these chargers and their partners with ChargePoint. It is imperative that we have these charging stations ubiquitous across the Commonwealth. Cohasset is leading the way today. Thank you on behalf of the Department of Energy Resources.
And we also have a few keywords from National Grid, who shared a video with us today. Cohasset is very happy to be partnering with National Grid for supplying energy to the town. And so now I will play you a video from them that they put together.
In the Northeast, approximately 40% of greenhouse gas emissions are from transportation, making it a larger source of emissions than any other sector. The truth is, we can all do better. That's why National Grid is taking action, doing more today to generate fewer emissions tomorrow. We're putting more electric buses on the road in our local communities. In 2020, National Grid partnered with the Capital District Transit Authority in Albany, New York, to provide the clean energy infrastructure for the city's new electric buses. We also helped launch an all-electric school bus in Massachusetts. We're making our vehicle fleet more environmentally friendly by converting all light-duty vehicles to electric by 2030 and exploring zero-carbon alternatives for medium and heavy-duty vehicles. And National Grid is just one of 2 energy companies in the U.S. to adopt electric backhoes. We're also connecting more electric vehicle charging stations. With 1,400 charging ports already deployed and over 16,000 more on the way, National Grid will have one of the largest EV charging programs outside of California. And we're being more inclusive, putting EV chargers in all of our communities. In Massachusetts alone, we've installed 1/3 of all EV chargers in lower income areas. National Grid is committed to doing more to get to less pollution and less worry, until we reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. Learn more about our journey to net zero at ngrid.com/2050.
So that was our video from National Grid. Thank you to the DOER and National Grid for submitting videos for today's event. Now I am going to turn it back over to Tanya, and you'll hear from the chair of the Select Board in Cohasset, Diane Kennedy, as well as the town manager, Chris Senior. So Tanya, please take it away.
Okay, and we're back, and now welcome to the live speaking part of our program as we shelter underneath this tent. The first is the chair of our select board, Diane Kennedy, who's just fabulous in supporting the efforts of the Alternative Energy Committee and does so much for this town. Diane, thank you for coming. I'm going to quickly wipe off the microphone for you so you don't have to wear a mask. Oh, and then I won't talk again.
Thank you, Tanya. This is a particularly fitting setting in the rain in the springtime following Earth Day in Cohasset, which was a big community effort. Hope springs eternal. We live in a community in which protecting our natural environment, our air, our land, our trees, our harbor, our waterways, etc., is a core value for us all. On behalf of the Cohasset Select Board and the community, I offer an enormous debt of gratitude to the Alternative Energy Committee, Tanya's incredible leadership, and the town staff for their diligence and vision in upholding these values. And in particular, the efforts over the last number of years making Cohasset a green community. More than the official green community label, though, is the commitment we've all made to energy solutions, improving the environment, and being ahead of the curve creatively on addressing many of these issues, all while saving the town lots of money. In addition to Cohasset's fleet of electric vehicles, over the past 3 years, we've added 16, I believe it's 16 charging stations within the community, which you'll be sharing today. Again, thank you all for the passion you bring to these initiatives, and how lucky are we to have this these ongoing efforts in a great community effort. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Diane. Next is our fearless town manager, who's been incredibly supportive on so many initiatives, drives one of these electric vehicles that the town has himself. I think he's going to talk about the electric vehicles the town has, as well as the use of these charging stations in Cohasset. So Chris Senior, our town manager, welcome.
Thank you very much, Tanya, and really thank you to you and the committee who's really made all the difference. When I came to Cohasset, there was clearly an interest in going green, and that said, there's only so many hours in the day, and the Alternative Energy Committee jumped in and said, we want to be a green community. We'll help carry the burden on some of these big issues, and we did. So becoming a green community was the first big step, and right behind me today is part of our ongoing commitment. They don't seem like much, but we've taken for granted for how long we have an infrastructure to move gasoline power stations. There's gas stations everywhere. If you don't have electric charging stations, you can't have electric charging. And these little stops make all difference. The very first one we were able to install was with a grant, and we were actually able to get our very first electric vehicles. The town had no fleet of any electric vehicles, so we got 3 Nissan Leafs with a grant. The first generation went about 90 miles, and they were fine for around town. The inspectors made great use of them. We reduced the reimbursements. We had staff use them. It cut down our greenhouse gases. And Elder Affairs found great utility because they were able to use them to take short trips for seniors to the grocery store, and to, doctor's visits, and the like. And it really became the most popular vehicle in Elder Affairs. In fact, everyone wanted, every senior wanted to ride the electric car. And in this last year, a year of change, we were able to upgrade to the next generation. Again, fully grant funded of the Nissan Leafs. Those go to over 200 miles on the charge. So we don't even have to charge them every week. And in addition, we've been able to get some great partnerships, not just through green communities, but with National Grid. As a result, as Diane pointed out, there are 16 charging stations now all around the town, including the ones that are right behind me here at the recreation center. These are now available to the public. They're very, and there's more and more. You can see the little fleet behind me. People, electric cars are becoming more and more popular. And again, for our staff, they've reduced any carbon emissions because folks don't have to use their own cars. They're cleaner, they're safer, and they're more visible. You can actually see the town logo on the side. They're out there. They're rolling green, rolling supporters of the green economy. So, thank you again, Tanya. Thank you to the committee. And again, when you see the town, when you see those vehicles around, those are grant funded, and those are green electric cars. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Chris. So now if everybody who's going to help do the ribbon cutting could put on your masks. And if our cameraman can walk with us to the ribbons, we will do our official opening of our charging station. So we have members of the Alternative Energy Committee, members of the Select Board. I gotta take these to them, and Chris Senior. All right, here we go. Go.
We all-
Yeah.
We're not gonna pick it up.
Piece to piece. Ready? Drum roll, please. 1, 2, 3.
Everybody gets a souvenir.
Excellent. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us for our virtual ribbon cutting ceremony. Thank you to all of these important members of our town who provide such great leadership and support the efforts to go green and help the environment while saving money for the town. And we hope everybody has a great Earth Day. Thank you for joining us.
So green.
Thank you everyone for watching this live stream. If you couldn't make it today or you'd like to show it to more people, this recording will be made available on the Town of Cohasset YouTube, and we will be posting information about where our charging stations are located in the town, so you can share that out as well. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you had a wonderful Earth Day and Earth Week and continue to celebrate the planet in new ways. Have a great day. Bye.